Hello, everybody. I'm Kim Michelle. Thank you for coming to our restorative flow practice tonight. Namaste. So today we're going to start on our backs. So go on ahead and lie down. We're going to breathe in and breathe out through our mouth. When you breathe out through your mouth, make a loud noise. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Now today, we are going to do diaphragmatic breathing. That's three-part breathing. I'll do the count for you. The count is going to be, we're going to inhale for 5, and then we're going to hold for 3, and then we'll exhale for a count of 6, and then we'll inhale, hold, exhale. And when you inhale, you're going to have your hands on your belly, and when you're inhaling, you're going to fill that belly up and to rise. Like a lot of times we think about inhaling and filling our chest up, but we're going to inhale and fill up that diaphragm. So we're lying down. I'm just going to talk to you while I'm sitting up so I can be more alert, and it's easier to hear me when I am sitting up as opposed to lying down. So we're going to inhale through the nose, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold for 3, 2, 1, exhale for 6 through the nose, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, expanding the belly, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3. Exhale to the nose, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale through the nose, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's breathe our normal breath while I do a little Dharma talk. And what I want to talk about today is I had a book club on Tuesday, and we had read the book called The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. And I love this quote that came from the book. The quote is, "She is a relentless optimist, and in the face of so much hardship, she just wants to be defiantly joyful." That kind of rang a bell to me because, sometimes when things go wrong, you just want to be joyful, just to show everybody that no matter how many things go wrong, you're still going to be happy with life. And we know that God wants us to have joy in our life. From James 1, we hear, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." That's deep to me. That's really, really deep. We know that we're going to face trials in our life, but we're going to be strong through those trials. Those trials are going to help us we're going to persevere because we're going to have faith. And when we come out on the other end of that trial, we're going to be more mature and complete. So that's a joyful thing, that we're being mature and that we're living a more complete life. I also like the Romans 12:12 saying, "Be joy in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer." So now let's do our inhaling and exhaling. I'm going to give you a couple of words to inhale to, and I'll give you a couple of words to exhale to. So on the inhale, I'm going to say, I'm inhaling what serves me. I'm exhaling what doesn't serve me. I'm inhaling pure joy, which serves me. I'm exhaling the trials of life. I'm inhaling perseverance. I'm exhaling the testing of our faith. I'm inhaling wisdom. I'm exhaling doubts. I'm inhaling being humble. I'm exhaling being prideful. I'm inhaling God's perfect gifts. I'm exhaling evil desires. I'm inhaling his heavenly lights. I'm exhaling changing, shifting shadows. I'm inhaling the word of truth. I'm exhaling anger. Now we're going to wiggle our toes and wiggle our fingers. Let's bring our knees into our chest. And we're going to rock from side to side, massaging that lower back. Let's do a little circle with our knees. We're feeling all the areas in the top of our hips and our lower back. Let's rotate the opposite way. Now let's extend the soles of our feet up toward the ceiling. Our hands are palms down on the mat. Feet are together. And let's pretend there's a paintbrush in between our feet. And we're going to paint a red circle on the ceiling. Just a little circle. We're breathing, inhaling, we're exhaling. Now let's come around and reverse our circle. And we're still using that color red. Our circle is getting kind of thick now because we've gone over it several times. We're inhaling and exhaling. Alrighty, let's squeeze those knees in at our chest one more time. And we're gonna squeeze them in close to our tummy so like the bottom of our hips come up. We're gonna try to rock a little bit forward and backwards. Massaging the whole length of the spine. And if you can, come all the way up to our easy seat. If not, just roll over to the side and come up to easy seat. Easy seat is crisscross applesauce. Now we have our hands on our knees. And we are going to first start and warm up our cervical spine. So we're going to turn over to our right shoulder and we're going to hold that for 10 counts. Inhaling and exhaling. Stretching out that neck. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling the head forward. Exhaling it over toward the left shoulder. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling it forward. Now we're going to exhale, looking down at our underarm, stretching out the back side of our neck. If your head feels like it, you can give it a little tug. I don't feel like it. Inhale the head up. Exhale it over to the left side, looking down at that left underarm. Inhale the head up. Exhaling into a smile. Now we're going to warm up our back now. And remember, the back can has 6 different ways it can move. It can move forward and backwards. It can move from side to side. And it can twist both ways. So we're going to have some exercises to do all 6 of those motions. And then we'll know that every area from our cervical spine down to the base of our spine has moved a little bit and warmed up. So on the inhale, let's lean the chest forward as we come into the cow position. We're going to exhale, pushing our back, curving the spine, chin to the chest. Inhaling the chest forward. Exhaling backwards, rounding the spine. Inhaling forward. Exhaling backwards. Inhaling, sitting up straight. So now let's place our right hand down on the mat. And we're going to inhale our hand up. Exhaling over to the side. Stretching out our side body. Our neck is elongated. You can look straight ahead, or you can tilt the head up toward the hand. I'm going to keep my neck straight and long because it's sore today. Inhale the hand back up and exhale it over. Now let's inhale the right arm up and exhale over toward the left. And remembering to keep both of our sit bones down on the mat. We don't want our hip to lift up. We want it to be flat. Stretching out that side body and upper hip. Inhaling the arm up to the sky, exhaling the hand down to the mat. Now let's take our left hand and place it on our right knee. And we'll take our right hand and just gently tap it behind us. On the inhale, we're gonna sit up straight, try to reach the top of our head toward the ceiling. On the exhale, we're going to twist. On the inhale, sitting up straight. On the exhale, twisting some more. On the inhale, sitting up straight. On the exhale, twisting. On the inhale, sit up straight. On the exhale, return back to facing each other and smiling. Now, let's place our right hand on our left knee and our left hand gently behind us. On the inhale, sit up straight. On the exhale, twist that lower spine. On the inhale, reach up straight. On the exhale, twist. On the inhale, sit up straight. On the exhale, twist. On the inhale, sit up straight. On the exhale, let's return back to the front. So next, we're going to come to our tabletop position. So let's get on our hands and knees. And we want our knees directly under our hips and our hands directly under our shoulders. The tops of the feet are flat on the mat, and we're kind of gripping our mat with our fingertips. Make sure that you're strong in your shoulders. We don't want to be collapsed down in our shoulders. We want to be strong and firm in our shoulders. Now we're going to do our cat-cows again. We're going to inhale the chest forward. The head is looking out just at the top of our mat. It is not arched up. It is looking at the top of the mat, and the hips are tilted. And we exhale, pushing our body into fingertips into the mat, rounding the back, belly button to spine. Inhale, the chest forward. Exhale, belly button to spine. Chin to chest. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, belly button to spine. Now gently at your own inhaling and exhaling, we're going to take our head and look over toward our right foot in the back, making a C in our spine. And coming back around and looking over at the left foot. Inhaling and exhaling. Stretching out that side body. Now let's come back to our hands and knees, our tabletop, and we're going to do a little circle with our hips, loosening up the hip joint. Let's come around the other way. Return to tabletop. Let's extend the back right leg, and our head is looking flat down. And let's go forward and backwards with the toes. We'll go forward, stretching out our toes just on the tippy toes, and backwards, stretching out the Achilles. Inhaling forward, exhaling backwards. One more time. Inhaling forward, exhaling backwards. Now let's lift that leg and reach out our left hand. Inhaling and exhaling. We're stretching the foot to the one side of the room and the fingertips the other side. We're going to inhale and exhaling the elbow to the knee. Inhaling straight. Exhaling crunch. Inhaling straight out. Exhaling crunch. Let's return to our tabletop. And let's extend that foot. Let's extend that same right leg out to the side. So your knee that foot is in line with your knee. We're going to come up to a stand. Reach our hands up over our head. This is called gate pose. We're going to reach over to the side and place our hand on our leg and stretch that side body. All right. Now let's come back down to our tabletop. Now let's extend the left leg back. We're going to inhale forward, stretching out the toes. Exhale backwards, stretching out the Achilles. Inhale forward. Exhale backwards. Inhale forward. Exhale backwards. Now let's lift that left leg up, extending the right arm, stretching them toward the opposite ends of the room. Inhaling, exhaling, crunch. This is called a bird dog crunch because the inhale where we're reaching apart is bird dog. Exhaling into bird dog crunch. Inhaling into bird dog. Exhaling into bird dog crunch. Let's come back into our tabletop hands and knees. Extending the left leg out, the side, reaching our hands up, exhaling the left hand to the left leg, stretching the side body. Inhaling the hand up, exhaling our hands back down to hands and knees. Now we're going to do a nice little shoulder stretch. It is called threading the needle. So we're going to reach our right hand up toward the sky and exhaling the hand through under the body to the side and stretch. Inhaling the hand up, exhaling the hand down through the needle, like we're threading a needle. Inhaling the hand up, exhaling the hand through, and we're going to lie down on that shoulder, and we're going to get a nice stretch in the shoulder. If you want, you can extend the left arm forward. Inhaling and exhaling. Now let's bring that left hand back underneath our shoulder and inhaling the arm up one last time and exhaling it down right beneath our shoulder. We're in tabletop again. This time let's try with our left hand. So let's inhale the hand up, exhaling the hand through, threading the needle. Inhaling the arm up, exhaling the hand through the needle. Inhaling the arm up, exhaling the hand through. All the way, resting our head down, kind of like your ears on the mat. We're sitting back, our hips like child pose. Reaching the right arm up. If that feels comfortable, you're welcome to leave it here. But this just, I don't know, it opens up the upper back to me. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's bring that arm back down, and the hand is under the shoulder. Inhaling the arm up, exhaling it down. So now we're going to press into our hands. Our fingertips are gripping the mat. And when we do that press, we're going to lift our knees up an inch. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Now place the knees back down. Tuck your toes. You kind of walk your hands back and rock your hips back. And we're almost in a closed knee squat. We're going to stretch out those Achilles and back of the calves a little more. Just breathing in and out here. The calves loosen up. Maybe the heel reaches the back of the mat. This stretches out his calves when you're wearing high heels. And that is for you, my dear old friend from forever. Stretch out those calves. Now place your hands and fingertips onto the mat. Straighten the legs, reach your hips to the sky, and we're in forward fold. Feet should be about 1 fist width apart. Belly is resting on our thighs, so that means your knees are bent some. Inhaling and exhaling. Our head is just hanging down. We can grasp our ankles. Well, we can do a little rock, like we're a rag doll. Alrighty, now let's take our hands and walk them up our legs. Slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, we're coming up. The head is the last thing to come up. Alrighty, we are in mountain pose. And when we're in mountain, you keep looking forward, but when we're in mountain, your hands are faced forward and we're extending our collarbones. So we're a nice long line across and our back is kind of relaxed. It's not really tucked, but it's not out and arched. It's like you have a tail that's hanging from your spine. And you just at ease, knees are bent a little bit. So let's walk up to the front of our mat. And as we're at the front of our mat, we're going to feel the 4 corners of our feet. There's a corner underneath your big toe mound, a corner underneath your baby toe mound, and 2 corners in the back. And as our feet are spread, we can lift up our toes and stretch them out and gently place them down. Now feel into our feet and make sure our arches are lifted. So we're going to inhale our hands up. Exhale through Namaste's position, hinging at the hips, forward folding down in front of our feet. Inhaling to flat back. Our hands are on our shins. We're kind of leaning a little bit forward. The motion we want, or the angle we want, is a right angle with our knees and our back. Sometimes you put your knees, your heels at the back, and then your butt sticking out. But we really want those legs to be straight. So we're going to exhale to forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, press the feet into the mat, reaching up over our head. Exhaling through Namaste into mountain. Now let's try that again. Inhaling the hands up. Exhaling, hinging at the hips. Inhaling into half flat back. Exhaling down to the ground. Inhaling, pressing our feet into the mat, reaching up over our head. Exhaling through Namaste into mountain. So this time we are going to add on. So let's inhaling our hands up. Exhaling into forward fold. Inhaling into flat back. Exhaling the fingertips to the mat and step our right foot back and place the knee down. Now we're going to inhale up and place our hands on our knee. Now let's lean forward and stretch that hip flexor in the front. Now let's straighten that knee and come place our bottom near our back foot. And we are stretched out and we are stretching the back of our left hamstring. We have a straight back or as straight as we can get it. Inhaling and exhaling. All right, let's place our foot straight back down. We're going to reach our hands forward, tucking our right toe, standing up and placing that right foot up to meet the left foot. And inhaling into flat back. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, pressing the feet into the mat. Reaching up overhead. Exhaling into namaste and then mountain. Now let's go get that left side. So we're going to inhale the arms up. Exhaling, down to forward fold. Inhaling into flat back. Exhaling the fingertips to the ground. Stepping back with the left foot. Placing the knee on the ground. Inhaling to an upright position. And our hands on our right knee. Now let's lean forward, stretching out the left hip flexor. Remembering to breathe in and out. Now let's straighten the right leg. Place our fingertips on the mat. Make our back straight and leaning into that foot, like our toes to our nose. With a flat back. Stretching the hamstring. Ready, placing the foot down on the mat. Tucking the left toes and stepping forward to meet the right foot. And we're in flat back. Exhaling into forward fold. Inhaling the hands up. Exhaling into mountain pose. So this time we're not going to come down on our mat. We're going to do the same kind of step back, but we're just not going to bend. We're going to stay with our feet up. So it's inhaling our arms up, exhaling forward fold. Inhaling flat back, exhaling our fingers to the mat, stepping back. We're in a lunge position. And we're gonna lean into that lunge. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. So now let's bring our arms up over our head. This is high lunge. So now let's put our heel down on the mat. And our back foot is in 45-degree angle, pointing toward the right front corner. Our left foot is bent. And inhaling our arms up. Exhaling them into cactus arms. Inhaling the elbows close. Exhaling the elbows open. Inhaling the elbows close. Exhaling the elbows open. All right, let's put our foot back into the high lunge position. Reaching our hands down and stepping our feet forward. So inhaling into half flat back. Exhaling into forward fold. Inhaling, pressing our feet down, reaching our hands up over our head. Exhaling into mountain. Let's try that on the left side. So inhaling the hands up, exhaling over, hinging at the hips. Inhaling into flat back. Exhaling the fingertips down, stepping back with the right foot. Holding this lunge. Inhaling and exhaling. Feeling that nice stretch in our hip flexor. Inhale, we're going to bring our arms up. Now I should have told you on this on the other side. Let's put our hands down again. So if your feet are really close stuck together, it's hard to balance. But if we open them up and step our left foot to the left some and our right foot to the right some, like we are on, each foot is on a railroad track. We have better balance this way. So now let's inhale our arms up. Exhaling into cactus. Inhaling our arms together. Exhaling open. Inhaling together. Exhale open. And now let's place our right heel, left heel down. And the right toes are pointing, or the left toes are pointing toward the left corner of the mat. All right. Inhale our arms up. Exhaling our hands over to the front, framing our right foot, stepping up to meet right foot, inhaling into a flat back, exhaling into a forward fold, inhaling, pressing the feet into the mat, hands over the head, and exhale into mountain. So next we're going to do, this is going to be our last flow. It is not a warrior flow. It is going to be a chair yogi squat flow. So we're going to inhale into chair and exhale, we're breathing. Our hands are in namaste. Our back is not arched, it's straight. Inhaling and exhaling, falling forward. Now let's step our feet out a little bit. And we're going to come down into a yogi squat. If your yogi squat is here, that's great. If your yogi squat is here, that's great. If you have blocks and you want to put your bottom down into the yogi squat, that's good too. If you can come all the way down here and your knees allow you to, do that. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Now let's place our hands down on the mat. Come back to our hands and knees. And swing the feet around to the front. So we are sitting up straight into our L shape. And our toes are facing the ceiling. Now put your hands on your shins and think, have I been in this position yet today? And we have. This is part of our half forward fold. This is the flat back, but our feet are on the ground and our head is looking forward, just a little bit in front of our feet. So now let's try to walk our hands down a little further, keeping that flat back. You want to grab your shins, your ankles, or your toes. We're going to stay here for several breath cycles. Getting relaxed in our lower back and our hammies. Now let's walk our hands up our leg. And let's bring our right foot in to our groin. We're gonna turn our body toward our left leg. And we are gonna walk it down and try to grab our shin or our ankle or our toe. And all the stretches happening here is our left hammy and a little bit in this right hip. It's a really good lower back stretch if you have lower back issues. And it's also a good nighttime stretch that helps promote good sleep. Let's walk the hands up the leg. And now let's stretch out our right leg. Bring in our left leg to our groin. And with a straight back, let's lean over our right leg, walking our hands down to our shin or ankle or our toes. Walk our hands up our leg. And now let's bring both feet in front of us. They can be close into your groin, or they can be out here to a diamond shape. So when we do this, now we're going to think about bringing our nose to our toes, but this time we're rounding our back. Let's walk our hands up our legs. We're going to have our hands underneath our knees. And we're going to close our knees like they're a book. And we're going to walk our hands down behind us so we're lying down on our back with our knees bent, pointing toward the ceiling. So now we're going to do a little bridge flow. And on the inhale, our hands are going to be palms on the mat, and our feet are kind of close to our bottom. So on the inhale, lift our hips up. On the exhale, lower the hips. And our knees are together, like there's a lottery ticket in between our knees. Inhaling the hips up. Exhaling the hips down. And that lottery ticket is the winning $1 million lottery ticket. Inhaling the hips up. Exhaling the hips down. Inhaling the hips up. Exhaling the hips down. Now we're going to cross our left leg over our right knee, like we are fancy ladies at a tea party, sitting with our short skirt on and high heels. And we are going to take our knees and twist them over to the right. And we're going to take our left hand and bring it out to the left side. And we can look at that hand. And if we want, we can put our right hand on our top leg. This is a supine twist, an eagle leg supine twist. Let's bring the knees up and uncross our legs. And our feet are going to be on each side of the mat. And we're going to windshield wiper our knees and our legs, opening up the hip joints, going from side to side. All right, let's bring our feet in a little closer. And we're gonna lift the right leg up over the left leg. We're back at that tea party. And we're gonna bring the knees over toward the left side. We're gonna reach our arms out like a T. We're gonna look at that right hand if you want, or your head can still be straight up. Depends how much flexibility you have in your neck today. Every day it changes. Alrighty, let's untwist our knees. And we are going to stretch our legs out into the corners of our mat, opening up our arms. Our palms are facing up, and we are in Shavasana. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. I'll bring the attention to where your heels meet the mat. Think about the back of your calves meeting the mat and relaxing into the floor. Relax the buttocks into the floor. Relax the back into the floor, the upper back. Relax your shoulder blades into the floor. Relax your jaw. Relax your mouth. Relax your eyes. Relax that little spot in between your eyebrows. The crown of your head is pointing toward the back end of the wall. Your neck is straight, and that crown is pulling that neck straight. And relax the whole body. Now wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, rotate your ankles, and rotate your wrists. Bring your legs together, point your toes, pointing them toward the front wall. And reaching your hands up over your head, pointing your fingertips toward the back wall. And inhale and stretch. Exhale and relax. Inhale and stretch. Exhale and relax. Inhale and stretch. Exhale, relax. Let's turn over to our favorite side. And we're going to bring our legs into a fetal position. And our head is going to rest on our bottom bicep. Inhale. And exhale. Now take that top arm and press into the mat and bring the body up to our easy seat with our eyes remaining closed. Bring your hands in to namaste. Thank yourself for coming to rest your body and restore and stretch. I thank you for joining me today for yoga. I appreciate you coming to my class very much. And bring your thumb to your forehead and bow your head. Thank you, Lord, for bringing us together. Namaste and amen. Thank you all. Thank you for coming.
That was very nice. That was very nice.
I'm
You did
so
a great
glad
job.
you could come.
Yes.
Thank
did
you
a great
so
job.
much.
No
I'm
problem.
glad you could come. All righty.
Okay.
I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
Okay. Wonderful teacher. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye, sister. Thank you for coming.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.